y'all, what's up? Welcome back to Stop the Madness Monday. It's me, your CEO, Sister Lady Lachey's, and I have my sister with me, LaShawn of Creation Essentials.
What's up? Happy Monday, everyone. Happy
So
Monday.
we are back and ready for some more discussion. We are going to continue with our discussion. We're going to kind of flow from what we did last Monday. We talked about being in your purpose. Are you walking in your purpose or their purpose? Which one? And after we talked about it, we want to know, how are you doing that? Are you in your purpose? Have you taken what you're so passionate about and started flowing into purpose? So, and how are you doing that? Are you still like, I'm really, really, really passionate about this, but I don't know how to get started, or what am I going to do to flow into that?
Right. Yeah. Have you changed? Have you changed your passion to a purpose? And the easiest way I would say, feel a need. If that passion can create a need or feel a need, then you can switch it over. So that, I think that's where we start. How's that happening? Like, are we doing that? Are we sticking with our passion because we love this so much? So we're working in our passion, but we've never pushed it to our purpose.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what we get lost. We love what we do. We love it, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you're making yogurt, I love making yogurt, but hey, I mean, are you the only one eating the yogurt, or have you found a way to sell that yogurt to somebody else? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing to take our passions and turn them into a purpose where we can build on it, not only enhance someone else's lives, but also enhance ours in entrepreneurship, or and I would say spiritually, because everything doesn't have to do with entrepreneurship. You can have a spiritual purpose. Let's not leave that out. And I think a lot of us, most of the time, probably need to be focusing more on our spiritual purpose anyway.
Yes.
A little lost on that one.
Yeah. And I agree with that, because sometimes we get so caught up in the business or being an entrepreneur that we forget about the base of why we're doing what we're doing. That's God first, the kingdom of God first. Right. So we shouldn't get so caught up, that we forget about that. I know my passion when I first started was touching the lives of my fellow sisters who may, who felt like I was feeling at one point in my life, with the rejection, not feeling, like you were enough. Right. When I first brought the whole concept of us doing, what we do to my sister and my mom, that was my passion. And we eventually came with a way to make it purpose, and finding a way, asking God, okay, God, we are really passionate about touching the lives of women. Right. Now we need you to help us do that,
And I think it wasn't hard for us to do, because we all had that passion. It might have looked a little different, but we all had that passion. Whether I was, giving my time to domestic violence, and providing a service for domestic violence women, just something that it tied us together, that we have to give back, and so if we're doing it already and it's something we're passionate about, how can we put purpose behind it? So I think it was a little easier for us to kind of do it. Yeah. It still takes a lot of work to be consistent in it.
Yes.
And to see that purpose grow. And I think for us, one thing I can say, which I'm grateful that we do focus on, is our purpose. We always kind of come back, sit down and talk about, is this something that's going to impact somebody's life? Is this something that's going to change somebody's life? Or are we just doing it just because?
Yeah.
So I think that helps us a lot with keeping us grounded a little bit.
Yes.
We don't go outside. And some people, we've gotten, tell me if I'm wrong, Keisha, we've gotten that because we do that, we may not grow as fast as others.
Oh,
we stay grounded. We kind of stay grounded true to what we want and what we do. We don't kind of do, we stay outside the box, but within our box, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Exactly.
So we get a lot of feedback on, y'all not going to grow fast.
Our box, doing it the way God gives it to us.
Yes.
Yeah, on every side. We try to make sure we stay true to the vision that we have as a whole. Like she said, sometimes it doesn't look the same. You know, she have ideas, I have ideas, but at the end of the day, the whole purpose and goal is to be effective, in touching the life of somebody else.
Right.
And I
And
think that,
sometimes that don't sell. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't sell. So,
yeah,
we get a lot of feedback on y'all not gonna go nowhere too fast.
yeah,
And in some aspect, I'm kind of okay with that. I
it,
don't know if I'm willing to sacrifice who I am and what I believe, and especially within my purpose, just
mhm,
to get 2 steps further than what I were,
mhm,
am right now. Because
mhm,
first, I think we'll miss someone that we shouldn't have
we
missed,
should,
and that means their life changing opportunity is never, it may not come. God may send them somebody else, but if it was supposed to be me, I want it to be me.
exactly,
I always tell God, don't put me in the surroundings where I can't touch anybody.
exactly.
I wouldn't feel right. I would feel like I'm not doing what I'm not doing my purpose.
Hmm.
So if it grows a little slow,
Hey,
I'm good.
it is what it is. I feel like
Right.
it. Well, and at the end of the day, I feel it's not actually growing slow. I feel like it's growing at the pace God would have it to grow.
I agree.
So we, as long as we're doing it the way He gives it to us and the way He would have us to do and say whatever it is, according to His purpose, I feel like we right on schedule.
Right.
We just have to be sure that we get up every day and be consistent
Right.
in
Consistent.
doing it. Because like Sean said on last Monday, it gets challenging sometimes. Some
Right.
days I'm gonna be honest, I'll be like, Lord, today I ain't
Ain't that day. I ain't for it. I don't want to talk to nobody. I ain't trying to send out no
feeling
email. I ain't
person.
trying to sell nothing. I don't want no posts. I don't know.
I
Not today.
So it's not
Nope.
always, you don't always have that get up and go. Now, don't get me wrong, the drive and the passion for it is there, but sometimes just your spirit gets weary, your flesh gets weary. So you have to say, okay, Lord, I need that extra push. And sometimes that's good when you have somebody else to bounce off. Because if she
Yeah.
has a frustrating day or something that's going on with her personally or emotionally or whatever, we can kind of hash
Hmm.
it out between the two of us and say, okay, sis,
Right.
I know you ain't feeling it today, but we have to get this done.
Right. And I think shout out to our other sister, Kiana, because when we both down, that's who we tap into. So
Yep,
shout out to Trail,
that's it.
Kiana. That's my sister too. A lot of times if I'm lost or if I don't like something, I like her because she one of the things
Oh,
I
she's
love about her,
honest.
I would say, she's so honest.
She's so
So
honest.
it's just gonna be a yes or no. It's just gonna yeah or no. No, don't do
Yeah,
that. No, I'm not feeling it. You're
see that
out of line. Don't
wrong.
do.
And,
So
and
shout out to her because
yeah,
without her, I think I probably made a lot more mistakes that I shouldn't have.
yeah.
So
And
I
she
do
ain't
like to get some
hurt
feedback.
feelings, but she gonna be like, look,
Yeah, I don't know if she care about hurting our feelings too much. I don't
it
know.
is
I
what
don't
it
think she
is.
got too much.
And it may hurt initially when she first give it to you, but after you sit down and think about it, let it marinate, you like, you know what?
Yeah, it is what it is. She told me right.
She tell
Yeah.
me,
So
you know,
shout out to her because sometimes we'll go off and then it's like, okay, yeah, you ain't telling me what I want to hear. Let me go try somebody else.
yes. And a lot of times we do that when we don't want to, uh, when we don't have that agreement.
Right. Or we don't want to hear the truth.
We don't want to hear the truth. We like that. I know I came to you, but that's not what I want to hear.
Right. That ain't what I want to hear.
And God saying that's not what you're supposed to hear.
Right.
Was right. Was it gonna change what you was doing? You
Right.
were flow the way I was telling you to flow. So I had to get somebody who was gonna give it to you the way you needed to hear.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
So shout out for her to keep us grounded because she does
Oh,
keep us grounded
yeah.
plenty of times. And it is what it is. So one thing that I have learned is to have tough skin.
Oh,
To have a purpose, you have to have tough skin.
you have to have tough skin. You have to be able to be criticized or take
Yeah.
constructive criticism in ministry and in business.
Yep.
Because we're human beings. We don't see everything the way we should sometimes, or we see them in our own self and they may not be helpful. And so we have to, be able to take that constructive
And
criticism and
yeah.
be, like Sean said, be okay with it.
Yeah, be okay. And now that I'm thinking about it, I tell my husband this a lot. Like I love, not love, because it don't always feel good, but I like to get feedback, and I like more the negative feedback than the positive feedback. Because
Mm,
sometimes the positive feedback is just from people that love you, you know, whether they like your stuff or not. But that negative feedback gives me real world. It gives
yeah.
me the opportunity to see my product in a customer's eyes. So
Mm-hmm.
I love getting raw, true feedback. I
Yeah.
don't care if they say it stank, girl. What was that? That don't smell good. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the perspective of their eyes. So how many other people
May see it the same way.
say the same thing, but
Yeah.
wasn't bold enough to send
Okay.
it to me, right? Or that didn't smell like that, or I don't like the way that feel. That didn't do that. You need that. So,
Yeah.
and then I think some of us lose our purpose, or we fall off because we get those negative ideas or that's feedback. But that you have to use that as your motivation to push forward,
Yeah.
because especially if you're selling to someone. Now, if you're doing something else, I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be if you're going to deal with consumers, you got to look, tough skin.
Yes.
Everybody in your mind, everything is great. In my mind, my stuff is lovely. You know, it's like heaven. I don't care what
Yeah.
nobody says.
It's
When
like,
it touches your skin, baby, your skin is gonna glisten. You
yeah.
understand me?
Yeah.
But somebody else gonna be like, girl, my skin dry. This ain't do nothing.
Like this stuff don't work.
This don't work. What is that? She said that do what to your skin? You need that because you need to know what real people are going to say. What consumers, when they look at it, when they feel it, when they touch it, because then that's how you grow even more. Because you can take that feedback and be like, okay, well, maybe it's not like heaven. Maybe it's just like, maybe it's a little something else. And then you just kind of reinvent it. It doesn't mean that you have to stop making what you're making. It just means that you may need to reinvent what you're doing or look into, what else can you use? What other kind of oils can you add? Will this be better for dry skin versus oil? You know what I'm saying? Like you have to figure it out, but don't use that feedback as a way to quit.
But I ask this question though. If you get that negative feedback and you want to just fall off, throw it away, was that really your passion?
Was that your passion? Was it your passion or your purpose?
I'm gonna tell you something. We went, Sean, when we did an event in Maryland, and a blogger came and
yes, my goodness,
blog on us.
That was a mess.
The blog was horrible.
The blog was horrible.
The best, and the lady, when she was a very sweet lady.
She talked to us the whole night.
She was
very nice.
Very nice. But when she blogged us
and wrote our event up, that thing was a mess.
But when I read it, I was like, okay, that's how she. I didn't cry about it. Me and my sister didn't. Well, it was like, okay, our mom didn't like it because that's a mom one. You know how mom
right. Mama Bear came out a little bit, but it was bad. It was just a bad review.
It was so bad. But me and my sister took it like, okay.
It was because for us, it was what I don't even know. Was it a third event?
I think it was.
So for us, just to do the event to the next level, whether a lot of people came or not, everybody that promised us that they would be there was there. They fulfilled everything. So we didn't have a grand audience, but we had a good time. Everybody showed up that promised us that would show up. So for us, we were on point.
Yes.
It was great for us.
Who we still network with to this.
Right.
So it was me and my sister, we was fine with it. It didn't bother us too much because we understood our purpose.
Right.
Our passion for what we're doing and the fact that we fulfilled that part of our purpose, it didn't bother us. So that's the question you have to ask you. If you get that negative feedback and you feel like, I'm not doing this no more because it's not working. They said it wasn't good or it didn't go the way I thought it should. Was that really your passion?
Right. And no, it's hard to switch over. It's hard to switch over. I've gotten some reviews that I didn't like, and then I'm like, well, okay, I may not just make that product before, but then I have to reevaluate. If you had one bad review and you have 3 other customers that's buying it, why are you worrying about that one? Now you know the perspective of that one, so maybe add a new fragrance, change something for sensitive skin, but don't just pull it on account of 1 or 2 bad reviews, unless you absolutely know this was trash. You didn't put what you were supposed to put in it. Now, if you didn't go full forward in that product, then you need to pull it. Don't give people stuff that you shouldn't be. I don't care what it is. It can be a sock. If you know that sock wasn't made 100% cotton, don't be trying to sell 100% cotton socks. Tell them what it is. It's mixed or something. So, but if you know you did everything you can and you still have people purchasing that, let that be what it is. Reevaluate what that customer want. Even ask. I reached out. I always reach out, or I say thank you. I apologize. We always strive to provide the best products that we can. I know I'm not going to make everybody happy, but as long as my positive overtakes my negative, I'm in a good space.
Yes.
So I would say that one thing I would say, question yourself, are you stopping because of the negative or because it's not moving as fast as you thought it was going to move? Exactly. And if so, is that your purpose? And then my next question is, are you still living in your passion? Because if you like what you do and you enjoy it, that's a passion.
Yeah.
But have you turned that passion to a purpose, or can it be a purpose? Because that's why they call them hobbies. You know how they say you have a hobby? I love doing this. It's it's a hobby.
Yeah.
But if you haven't turned that hobby to make you money, then you're still living in your passion.
Yeah.
So you have to find out how to take that passion, if you want to, and put it into your purpose. And I would say it is very important spiritually. If you know you have a passion with working with kids or working with women or men, whatever it is, teens, and this is something that you just feel, and it's spiritual and mental, you really need to figure out how to put that into a purpose, because a lot of people need it.
Yes.
The need there is so great. I would say it's greater than having your own business.
Yeah.
And if you're just saying it, this is what I love to do. I love doing this, and you may do it with a few little people, but you haven't really cultivated that. I think you really need to take some time out and think about how, and really pray and say, God, show me how to cultivate this into something greater than where it is now, because I have a passion for it. And I don't think we do that enough. I don't think we ask.
I agree. And I think you have to, like you say, you have to take that time to put in to say, is this exactly what I'm supposed to be doing?
Yep. Right. And be true to it. Be true. Like I said, last month I said, I look at so many people products and stuff like that, and just some of it is just not me. Like it's just not me. And be honest with yourself. Is this you? Because I love what I do, but I feel like when I try to do something else, it'll come out right, but it took so much of work.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh man, I don't want to make that again. So I know it's not me. So I'm not going to force myself to do something because I know I can do it. You may have the talent or the skill to do it, but is it something that you're supposed to be doing?
Exactly.
Or because you know how to do it, I'm going to just do it anyway. And you're draining yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I would say be true to yourself first and make sure that my passion is my passion. And I'm going to do it the way God gave it to me.
That's it.
I think that's important.
About that. And we're gonna see y'all next Monday. Y'all think about that. Passion to purpose. Okay, y'all. Until next time, we'll see y'all next Monday.
Bye. See y'all Monday.